Hello and welcome back to ARK. Last episode I crafted a chemistry bench to quintuple my drug manufacturing efficiency. And, partly because of that, we're doing pretty well. I have a nice amount of resources, a nice collection of dinos, and a system of backup flyers that proceeded to save my fluffy little panda butt more times than I bothered to count. This week I felt like taming a Spino. Spinosauruses are relatively rare creatures that spawn on the shores of rivers. It's a long-running debate, but in my opinion, a Spinosaurus is stronger than a T-Rex. Yes, they have less health than a T-Rex and probably a little less damage too, but they make up for it with attack speed and maneuverability. However, sheer force is more useful in a boss fight, so I am going to prefer T-Rexes for that purpose. But Spinosauruses are also going to be very good to breed, not because I wanted to use them for anything, but because the systematic murder of their newborns would be a very effective experience farm. Come on. Work, gun. Why is it going too far to me? To be fair, why is he going towards me is probably some really hilarious last words. Wait. He's knocked out, he's knocked out, he's knocked out, he's knocked out, After taming Big Boy, I wanted to take a little break from the excitement, but didn't feel like grinding. So instead, I decided to begin construction on a new building. Not particularly because I had any plans for it, but because I just felt like building something. Call it procrastination, but in my opinion, it's healthy to mix things up every once in a while. That said, the stream then proceeded to take a bit of a sharp turn. What is that giant tail up there? Is that a freaking Alpha T-Rex? Okay, get the big guns. We're gonna fight that Alpha T-Rex. Let's practice, let's practice. That's Stego. You guys suck at this. Now walk over there. Everyone's getting stuck! And now I summon Gorp. And what I do is I lure him over here. You are all neutral now. Neutral. Daniel, we're fighting an Alpha T-Rex. Okay, out. You might want to be here for this. Inferior. No, you're kidding me! Big Boy! You're kidding me! This was such a horrible idea! Dodo! Dodo, Joshua Arthur, Elk Animation, Big Bertha, Big Boy, and Inferior Daniel. He just ruined 5 streams of progress. Killed everyone. Ah, frick. Ah, frick. Yeah, there's no sunny side to this. Okay. We can recover from this. But oh my gosh. A huge setback indeed. However, although the breeding program's male T-Rex died during the raid, I still had Bob, the very first T-Rex I ever tamed, in a cryopod. I also had a bunch of unincubated eggs, so this didn't really destroy the breeding program. I decided that since I was going to rebuild anyway, I was going to need a better place for breeding. Yes, the forest base had served me well, and I'm still convinced it had been a good decision to settle there, but we needed another base of operations with more flat terrain, where I can fit more T-Rexes to breed. Notice how I said another. I'm not planning to move entirely, I'm just going to build a second base where I will do the breeding. For the wood collection that would be required in this build, I went back to the cold place to tame a mammoth. Properly this time, without getting distracted and coming home with a completely different creature instead. Oh, and I forgot to take another spyglass. I forgot to take the spyglass with me. Now I can't check an elephant, a mammoth's level. You are a level 2. Yup, you can suck it. I didn't bring narcotics. Man, I am just really unprepared for this trip, aren't I? 12, that's better. And you can't even reach me. Wow, this is easy. There we go. That's going easy. Oh, oh, oh. Wow, that was fast. So that's that checked off. Now I shall grab you. Well, first let me name you Manny, because that's just a genius name. I then ventured out to search for a good base location, and ultimately settled for this one. Not only is there a lot of flat terrain and a lot of trees here, which will be very useful for building and breeding, but it's also right next to the green obelisk. If you remember from the first episode, these obelisks can be used to make Pokeballs, but their main use is actually to fight bosses. I figured that once we have a suitable army for the boss, getting it to the obelisk will be a lot less of an inconvenience if we live right next to it. And this is flatter, so I'm gonna build a base down. The big house down here. One of the nice things I set up over at the new breeding base, which I creatively named PEAM Land, was an incubatory. These are air conditioners, and they're quite expensive devices used to, well, condition the air. When you place enough of them in one room, they can be used to incubate eggs, as a substitute for lighting 50 campfires in your basement. Rekt's eggs require a lot of temperature regulation, but I successfully set that up in this base, no thanks to ARK's power system. Now, instead of having to make sure all the campfires are fueled, I could just dump the eggs in this room, and come back when they're about to hatch. It's amazing. The only downside is that I didn't have a system to get the babies out of the building and onto the backyard. I needed to use Pokeballs for that, which was a little inconvenient, but I could live with it. Anyway, now that the building was out of the way, I wanted to give a Spino another try. Tech creature. Murdered. 6 electronics. Like, it's so useful because those electronics are normally really expensive. You can get a bunch from tech creatures. So if we just, like, this is useful no matter if we are actually going to find a Spino or not. Monka! There's a Chrono there thinking he's real tough. And you know what I do with people over Spino. Okay. That actually worked. Just murdering everything until I see a Spino is actually just a valuable strategy on finding a Spino. Okay, there's a Spino over there, and it is down at the bottom of a cliff face, so this is just working out perfectly. Let me just murder everything in sight, which is my strategy on everything. Come on. Just need one lucky shot. He's so fast. Ah, frick. Did I just hit the Spino or the corpse? No, no, stop! Come on. Yes! Yes! Oh, not 2, 1, and done. No, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Are you serious? 98%. Okay, we need to shoot him in the head. Piranha just took it 180. Did you see that? I'm going to shoot him. No, this is just to be safe. It's probably not necessary, but I'm going to do it anyway because otherwise we might actually lose this dino. Level 10. That's not very good. We need to go pick up some explorer notes with this guy. Probably needed at least one of those shots. Yeah. 3, 2, no 3. 2, 1, and there we are. Oh no, what do we name him? Name him your dad. That's not a very creative name, Daniel. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me actually consult my name lexicon for this. For T-Rex, we have Bob, already did that. First reasonably leveled Terra. Sally, I don't know if we ever found a reasonably level Terra before we actually swapped over to the Argentavises. Female Bronzo, your mom, was actually decided for like the second stream. Any dino. Calcium. Calcium seems like a nice one. Calcium for our beloved Spinosaurus. Spibby. No, we already did. I think there's we already named one Sarco that died like immediately after Spibby. I like Calcium. Man, this game is so pretty. literally was just complimenting this game. So, we'll just go around this entire river and murder everything in sight. But I do think I'm going to watch out for therizinosaurs and... No, not Carnos. Carnos are weak. Therizinosaurs, though, I do think I want to watch out for those for now. Because I don't have that much trust into the strength of my Spino for now. And I do not want to lose it. As that would completely reverse all the progress we made so far in the stream. We will dump this guy out here, and we will put you in the cryopod. Calcium. Damage. For now, we're going to put it in damage. But that's hydrated. Your dino's speed, health, duration, and damage are boosted. Yeah, okay, so if the Spino touches water, his stats are boosted. That's a good thing to know. You do not have... Your damage kind of sucks, my man. But man, are you fast! Okay, so if you're on hind legs, you can hit faster. But if you're on all four legs, you are faster. Okay, that's good to know. That damage upgrade's pretty fast. I think it's because this is an actual attack dino instead of a flyer. Like the Argus. Get out of my face! Okay, if we go, yeah, we'll eventually reach C. And I think we'll be able to demonstrate... Is that a... I don't think I've raided that beaver nest yet. What? I just died. How did I just die? It just said you died. What killed me? Did I overheat or something? Wait, what? It's no problem. I can just go get my stuff back with grass, but what? I'm pretty curious what just happened. Okay. Let me go back. Yeah, I overheated. I was really low health for a while, and then I just died from hyperthermia. Okay, where even did I die? That sucked. It's because I wear pelt armor, and pelt armor, I probably need to get a better one. There we go. I always keep a backup cryopod on me, so I should actually be fine here. I have 2 backup cryopods, in fact. Wow. Just put all my overheating gear back on. Now I'll pay some better attention to my temperature. Okay. We're fine. Let's kill this Bronto. Overheating, I'm overheating. Man, this guy is strong! Just completely decimates everything. Okay, just... Ah, darn, I have to put off my clothes again. Just a Marvel... You know how there's, like, at least one shirtless scene in every Marvel movie? That's just this. Like, oh darn! Guess I have to put off my clothes again. Brontos. That's an Alpha Raptor. I'm dead. I'm dead. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, that wasn't very fun, but can we just mention how masterfully I avoid my own death here? I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but this maneuver is a big step up from when I first started this playthrough. I am really getting better at this game, and that's kind of fun to see. I do not like this game. Set on neutral. Neutral. Because I'm going to try taming this froggy. Now you consume my food and inventory. Why do we have a shotgun? Can I have one for a late Christmas gift? It's not a shotgun, it's a long neck rifle, which I use to shoot tranquilizer. Do the stupid beetles be... Oh no, they need like vegetable hearts or something, don't they? They eat meat. What? A frog? It's not as innocent of a frog as it seemed, apparently. Wait, but that means I can give it prime meat. That... Are you kidding me? Screw off! Did I just hurt the Bills of Bufo? It has 0.4 health points left. Look! How did it just survive that? Oh my gosh, you're kidding. This guy is so wait, what? You can jump who could have imagined a frog could jump so well? Crazy useful early game. I can jump over the wall! This is actually a useful mount. I mean, not right now. Not for me anymore, but it would have been a useful mount once. Who's the good boy? Who's a good boy? You are a good boy. Oh, it's actually a Miss Jumpy Legs. Miss Jumpy Legs. I imagine it does, like... What? What? If this thing kills insects, they drop cementing paste. For some reason, none of the following events have been recorded, so I had to record the live stream itself, which reduced the quality a bit. Apologies for that, but this is pretty important. I found another Spino. Then, after great effort, managed to knock it out. It was doing alright, but I needed more narcotics since Spinosauruses wake up incredibly quickly. I decided to fly back to base, make new narcotics, and then fly back to the Spino. I didn't make it in time, resulting in the Spino waking up. I then tried to tame it again, but then I died. I flew back to the location and saved Gorp, and then this happened. Yes, we're gonna shoot you again, and then we're gonna shoot you again. And that just, okay, lost me some darts. Well, you know what, actually, for strategic purposes, oh, no, frick, he's actually, Gorp, get up here, get up here, Gorp, fly, and get up here. No, actually, is he running? He's running, he seems to be running. No, he's not running. Gorp, go. Gorp, fly! Go away! Gorp, okay. I do not want Gorp to die, okay. We are not on top of Archie. We are not on top of him, okay. Gorp, this way. Whistle passive. Gorp, this way. Why is Gorp not listening? Gorp, follow. No! Okay, allow me to explain exactly what went wrong here over the footage of Miss Jumpy Legs dying a very avoidable death as well. For a very long time, I've actually thought Gorp was glitched in this situation, and that her reluctance to obey the orders I whistled was because of something outside of my control. Now, while editing this video and looking back at the footage, I realized that that is not the case. You see, I didn't know this at the time, but telling an Argent Davis to go to a certain spot, like I am doing right here, will not actually allow them to fly. They will gently waddle to that location instead, which is actually very nice when you're just trying to adjust the position of your mounted flyers, but not very cool if you don't know anything about that mechanic and are trying to escape from a raging Spino. What I should have done was tell Gorp to follow me, which would allow her to start flying and quickly leave the Spino's attack range. Anyway, we now resume to my reaction to the time Miss Jumpy Legs died. Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate. It didn't matter that much though, because at this point I am so extremely prepared for losing things that I have a backup for pretty much everything, including Argent Davis's. Besides, Gorp was primarily upgraded in combat stats like damage and health, whereas it's probably better if I raise an Argent with more weight capacity and stamina. However, I would need another dino to replace Gorp as my Godslayer combat mounts, and I knew the perfect one. Remember these crocodiles? I really like these things. Not only do they have a lot of base damage and health, but they're also very maneuverable. On land, but especially in the water. There is a lot of really good stuff in the underwater part of the map, and obtaining it using a pathetic little dolphin was not particularly my style. I wanted a mount that could absolutely destroy anything I'd find underwater, so that obtaining underwater items will be a lot less stressful. Hence began the Sarco breeding program. I didn't just want to get a Super Sarco, I wanted 10 of them. That way, in case one dies to something stupid, and they will, I can just use another one. Plus, an additional bonus presented itself via the mechanic called imprinting, but I'll explain how that works another time. Okay, yes, and set sign text. No. Wow, that font. Miss Jumpy Legs. And... why is that font so terrible? Yes, and now we're done. Bye now.